Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
Single best idea, an extraordinarily eclectic day on Bloomberg Surveillance. One of the high points, thank you so much in Dallas for listening. We were talking family net worth and investment, family office, I should say, and investment out of Dallas. And thank you to the person that sent in Hurtado Barbecue for the Texas Rangers, which is a food that you can't get at Yankee Stadium or Citi Field or most certainly not at Fenway Park. Really deluxe. I guess you go to the Rangers to eat and then maybe watch a baseball game. Just an eclectic group of people. We started strong with Isabelle Mateos y Lago, who did a lot of work with Lagarde at the ECB and then went on to BlackRock and now holds court as the chief voice for BNP Paribas, a spectacular French bank. We were thrilled she could join us in studio. Here is Isabelle Mateos y Lago of BNP Paribas.
Europe, when by that I mean the European Commission, are true believers in the benefits of free trade. And so they embarked in this trade discussions or this trade war, so to speak, with the U.S. with a view to saying, oh, this is going to be great. We're going to offer to lower our tariffs and the U.S. is going to lower their tariffs and we're going to end up with more trade. This is going to be awesome. And it seems they've realized in the course of the last few weeks that actually this is not really what the U.S. wants. Mm-hmm. And so now the discussion has got very much more concrete to trying to do damage limitation. Okay. Maybe that's one way to put it, and accept that tariffs from the U.S. are probably going to be higher, but let's see what we can do to minimize the cost. But I think what's interesting is Europe has decided to double down on global trade with other partners than the U.S. We've seen the beginning of a mending of the relationships with the U.K., with the first improvement on the Brexit trade deal. There are very advanced talks with India. There's consideration to even joining the CPTPP. So Europe is doubling down on global trade and is going to try to do damage limitation with the U.S. as best it can. But it's trying to portray itself to the rest of the world as a place that is open for trade, open for business. And I think, back to Tom's point, that's also going to help boost productivity going forward.
Isabelle Mateos y Lago of BNP Paribas. A joy to have Francisco Blanch with us, looking at all of commodities and their derivative dynamics at the Bank of America. We started with gold, looked at a lot of China dynamics as well. But here, Francisco Blanch on oil.
I think you need to see a little more evidence, but remember, we've actually seen generally commodity prices falling cyclically, driven by oil. The big question is when shale is going to essentially stop growing, and when it does, then we will be in a commodity bull market. Right. Remember, China's also seen peak population growth, and now it's other emerging markets, right? I mean, commodity intensity is growing in places like India, other parts of Southeast Asia, and then of course Africa. So I do think there's a China story behind this, but that's been the story of the last 25 years. It really is down to the rest of the emerging markets going forward. And frankly, to our ability to keep pulling commodities out of the ground.
Francisco Blanch, the Bank of America. On to a key inflation report tomorrow, CPI Wednesday, PPI on Thursday as well. On your commute across the nation, don't forget Sirius XM Channel 121. I guess that's old technology, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. In the world of podcasts, subscribe to Bloomberg Podcasts. Subscribe to Bloomberg Podcasts out on YouTube. And this is Single Best Idea.